Right, Connor. So yeah, we did a bunch of some first lessons, so we kind of just did a little bit of everything. So I'm just going to kind of run through most of the important stuff. So first of all, got all the basic chords down. So that's so we've got A, C, D, and for most of these, kind of have something touching that sixth string, so you can just bang them out nice and clean. E major, so E is one of the ones that does use the sixth string because it starts with an E note. Same with G. And then we had A minor, D minor. I think that may or may not have been new. So anyway, here it is. So there's D major, D minor. That one goes down. And again, get that up here because we don't want. Right, so just take it out. And E minor. All right, so other than that, then we went through a couple of different chord types. Now we'll go into these properly in a little while, but we just had a couple of little random examples there. So for example, C add 9, Busker's C as it's called. So add 9 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th note in the scale that we're adding to it. So add 9. C major 7 is another example. And again, same idea, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th note in the scale. So that's basically how those different chord variations work. It's all notes within the scale that corresponds with the chord, okay? All major and minor chords are made up of the first, third, and fifth notes of the scale, right? So for example, again, if we look at the C major one, right, we've got C, so that's 1. 1, 2, 3, there's the third, and 3, 4, 5. So that's first, third, fifth, and it's the third that decides whether the chord is major or minor, okay? So if we put this on one string, for example, first, second, third, there's a major third, so that's the big gap between the first and the third. That's what we're referring to as major. Then 1, 2, 3, that's minor. So if we take this major chord here, bring the third down by 1, now it's minor. And then, so we got C, E, so A sharp, B, C. There's a second fret on the D string, that's D, D sharp, E, and then the open G. And then what you have left is, that's a C note, and that's an E note. So we've got 5 strings going, but there's still only 3 notes in it. Okay, other than that then, what did we do? So we went over the pentatonic scale, which you already know. So I want to give you the natural minor scale, okay? It's really, really useful scale. So let's say we're doing the A pentatonic. That's straight. So this particular way of doing it is straight line across the bottom, then we're going up by 3. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay? Now, very important that you do down up picking, right? So here, the whole idea is that you're not giving yourself a whole lot of extra movement. So that way you can do it smoother and faster. So going down, up, 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 down. Okay, so the A natural minor scale, your typical scale has 7 notes in it. The pentatonic scale has 5 notes, so essentially it's missing 2. Okay, so we're going to fill those in, right? So here's the A natural minor scale. It's a really important one. So we're going starting off here, up 2, then 1. Same here, just up 2, back a fret, up 1, then 2, back up a fret, up 1, then 2, up 2, then 1. So you're kind of starting everything except the G string on the 5th fret. Now keep it in mind as well, that's also the C major scale, right? And we'll talk about relative major and minor and how C major and A minor have a certain kind of relationship with each other. But if you just, instead of starting it there on the A, start it here and just do the exact same scale, that's the C major scale. Okay, what else did we do? We were talking about just a couple of little phrases here on the pentatonic. Let's go up to D minor here. Okay, so let's say something like, so just something simple like that, right? So we're going to hammer on from bottom note onto the top note of the D string. Same on the G string. And push it up. And you really have to feel out how you're gripping that to make sure that you can push it up, keep it there. Maybe put a bit of vibrato on it if you want to. Then come down nice and smooth, so you always have control over the string. You hardly ever bend with only one finger. You'll at least get 2 behind it, if not preferably 3. So we'll try that one as well. So we're coming up, starting off. So again, we're in D minor here. So it's all coming from the 10th fret. So we're going up. Then while it's still up there, we're going to hit it again, release it, pull it off. So we're bending it up. Heavy vibrato on that one. And land top note on the D string. So one more time, we'll go over that. So we're going up. While it's still up there, hit it, bring it down, pull it off, up, down, drag that a bit. So real time. Or you could do it in B minor. Yeah, and just try to get a nice grip on it and really, you know, exert yourself on it. You know, part of the appeal of phrases like that is the kind of the physical aggression that you put into the notes. Sometimes, other times it takes a softer approach. So yeah, that's the main thing. I want you to get the natural minor scale under your fingers, and you know, obviously we play it anywhere. You can do it in D minor. And oh yeah, the power chords as well. So we were talking about the example of Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor. So power chord, you know the way major and minor chords are first, third, and fifth. So power chord is first and fifth. So power chords are neither major nor minor. So if we're starting up here, just make sure every now and then check your power chords one string at a time, because you want. So if you're basing it on the 6th string, it should be a total mute on those ones. If you kind of. So that's gone from being a power chord to a minor bar chord, right? One other thing as well is that constant motion with your hand, right? So you can kind of... So you can play it like that. It's not technically wrong, but you're much better moving with the tempo. Just getting that going, and then... movement just keeps going. You can take it out and skip it, but it should never stop. It should never be that kind of irregular motion. Because everything comes from there. Oh, one more thing that we did was at the start of that song, he kind of climbs up the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, but then he goes up past that. Goes into this little pocket here, right? So people call that the blues box. So what it is you've got your F sharp minor down here. We'll just go up 2 frets from that, up another fret. So the root note of this one is here, the top note on the B string, right? So if you're let's say you're in the key of A minor, there's the A note there on the B string, and from there you've got. It's basically just 2 frets above your normal pentatonic, but it's just a nice little... And so on. You can just kind of... Just a very playable little spot. So it kind of adds to, you know, the phrases you can do. You've got your pentatonic here. And then instead of staying around here, you can slide up the 2 frets. Kind of expands the range of what you can do. So yeah, plenty to begin on with in that anyway, and as I said, we'll be a bit more focused next time. So I'll see you then.